Hi guys, and welcome to another creepy stories on a stormy night. And here I am in the tent, and I've brought me Pink Floyd posters with me and put them up in the tent, but you know, it's absolutely hammering down right now, which is perfect for a creepy story. Now, this story that I'm about to tell you is based on a true story, so bear that in mind. Jessica was born on May the 11th, 1980. She was a healthy baby. She weighed 8 pounds and 2 ounces. Her mother took her home from the hospital, and she was just like any other normal baby. As Jessica started getting a little older, she started complaining of pain in her head. Her mum just dismissed it as a headache, so would give her some paracetamol and the pain would go away. However, these headaches started becoming more and more frequent and more painful. So one day her mum said, well, let's take you to the doctors and see what the doctor has to say. So they went to the doctors, and the doctor sort of examined her head and was pushing and feeling it, and it was causing her pain. She could feel the pain. So the doctor said, well, better to be safe than sorry. He said, I'll send her for a brain scan. So they waited a couple of weeks, and finally an appointment came for a brain scan. Jessica was only about 5 years old, so she was a little bit sort of scared of having to go and have this done. But her mum said, well, don't worry, she said it'll be fine. So she went in and had the brain scan. The people said that they will get back to them and let her know the results. A couple of days later, Jessica's mum gets a phone call, and it's the hospital. They said they need to talk to her about the results of the brain scan. So 2 days later, Jessica and her mum went to talk to the consultant at the hospital. The consultant said, we've got the results back from the brain scan, and we've found something on the brain. They said, we're not exactly sure whether it's, benign or malignant or whatever, but we'd like to give her another scan just to see if we can really pinpoint it down. So Jessica's mum agreed, and is now really worried. He said, well, don't worry, because it may not be anything too sinister. So they come back the very next day and have another brain scan. This time they go back the next day, and the doctor said, yeah, we can see what it is, but we're not sure exactly what it is. All we can see now is some kind of growth there. So we'd like to get her in as soon as possible so we can operate and remove it. The very next next day she comes back and goes into the operating room. And the doctor puts her under and starts the procedure. First of all, he has to remove a piece of her skull. He then cuts around the brain to remove that part that has the growth underneath it. He cuts that part out, and then, to his shock and horror, in Jessica's brain is an embryo. It had 2 arms, 2 legs, but no head. And what had happened was Jessica was a twin, basically, but instead of the twins sort of splitting after they'd been made, the other twin apparently had just fused into her brain. He removed it, and the operation was a success. But yeah, that is a very, very weird, creepy story. And apparently it's something that can happen. There is a sort of name for it, but I'm not sure exactly what the name of it is, but you can get this can occur and happen. And it did on this occasion. It's a very, very, very rare thing, but yeah, it did happen to Jessica. But now she's absolutely fine and I think she lives in New Jersey. It happened back in 1980. But yeah, pretty shocking, really. I mean, imagine being that doctor and finding that. Wow. Oh well, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm so sorry I can't make it a little bit longer. I will leave this beautiful sound of the rain hitting the tent and the thunder for you to hopefully sleep to. Yeah, but I will be back with more videos. But in the meantime, have yourselves a wonderful